Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of HAIKYU to the Top Season 2, which is on episode 14, etc., or part 2 of Season 2 on episode 1. But, we're just going to go with episode 14 because, number says it all. Anyways, this episode right here, it continues the match between Inarazaki and Karasuno, but that aside, we're going to get into a little bit more detail as best I can. If you watch the episode, you'll get the idea. If you haven't, you'll be confused as hell. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that the HAIKYU episode opens up or replays certain aspects of what happened in the last episode, and Kageyama threatens Hinata, you better not do that again or I'm never sending it to you again, you got it, etc. And that aside, we got to see the opening of HAIKYU and of course the ending. Both opening and ending were pretty good and slick, so yeah, pretty nice, I enjoyed it. That aside, we get to see that that Inarazaki or Ina High School or something in an easy short term, their cheer squad is actually troubling Karasuno, like because they make a lot of noise or try to make them fall off the balance so they could take the advantage, And that is pretty dirty, but it's not against the rules anyway, so I can understand why they're doing it. They're trying to make sure that they get their school to win, and why they are considered the second favorite to win this entire thing. That aside, we get to see that we get to see some of their attacks. Of course, that becomes very threatening, But at the same time, though, even though when Karasuno strikes back every time they serve, Inarazaki decides to change up the rhythm a bit to pressure their servers, And real Tanaka, tries to make a jump serve, but that thing messed up so badly. And by that time, they were kind of somewhat behind Inarazaki a bit. But of course, like I said, they do strike back eventually. And eventually, the score will be at least 7-4 between Inarazaki and Karasuno. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot may say, okay, that's not much of a big gap. But when you combine Inarazaki's skills, along with the cheer squad, it could be a pretty much big gap if you lose your focus and concentration. But we had to it that Karasuno's cheer squad arrived on time, but they arrived very late because, freaking Tanaka's older sister whatsoever had to end up drinking and gets lost, We get to see that a former player of No Heavy ends up showing up with his girlfriend, his former girlfriend. I guess they hooked up back together, that aside, to go watch Karasuno, and against Inarazaki. And we had to it that thanks to Karasuno's cheer squad with the drums and all that, they managed to get back into beat again, That aside, we get to know that there's a way to tell about Miya Atsumu's serves, whether he's going to be doing a jump float serve or a freaking spike serve or a jump float serve. But to be honest with you, that's only the beginning, as Miya Atsumu's twin brother, he says, you guys may have figured out his steps, but that is just only a starting line. You have yet to figure out what he could really be doing, that kind of thing. And he ends up serving a jump float serve to Nishinoya's face, which really sucked because he missed that one. But eventually we have to it that when Nishinoya managed to get the jump float serve, in the second time around, we get to see the twins, the Osamu twins, show their attack. And this looks like it's the same attack that Hinata and Kageyama always did, Because we all know Kageyama's and Hinata's quick attack, It's pretty deadly. But we have to it that the Osamu twins ends up showing their attack to Hinata and Kageyama, and it is almost the same aspect, or should say it's almost the same, And that alone is already worrying everybody else. And we get to see the credit scene where I think a lot of people are watching Karasuno's match, And the song was pretty slick, and it's from Spire, if I remember correctly, hopefully. That aside, preview of next episode is called Found, So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but we're about to find out. That aside, overall, the last time before the score right now currently before like we rolled into the credits was like about 10-7, you know. So it looks like Inarazaki ends up having the lead again once more, but after that attack, you know, I don't know. But one thing for sure is like or 9-7 or 10-7, I don't know. But one thing for sure, Inarazaki is not a school that you should like undermine, or you should make sure you should watch out for, because one, their cheer squad is troubling, but Karasuno's cheer squad just showed up right in the nick of time to even the scales. But in terms of skills and all that, Miya Atsumu, yeah, that guy's just serve throughout this episode, they were on point to that goal line where you better like act quick, because Miya Atsumu serves are like always easy to hit, as Kageyama mentioned, you know. Not to mention like the twins just showed off their quick attack, and that alone was just even more scary. So, yeah. Looks like to me this is not going to be some simple match for Karasuno, you know? I mean, they might have had their troubles against Alba Josai and Shiratorizawa in general, but yet they are facing a school that is like second place is known to be a favorite to win the whole entire nationals. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out for Karasuno, but we all know that eventually they adapt, plan, and attack. That's what they did against Shiratorizawa and against that other school that they fought, which I could care less about because they're just like sideline people that I don't even bother to pay attention to. But like I said, they're not a school to undermine either. So Inarazaki is about 3 points ahead as usual, but the gap could still be bigger, or it could still get close, or it could close the gap. Guess we're about to find out next episode. Hopefully, Karasuno picks themselves back up with their cheer squad against Inarazaki's cheer squad. But yeah. Okay, so until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot! Speaking of which, before I go, he not just trying to get the serve or something. He couldn't even get his hands right, and then instead hit his feet instead. Forgot to mention that scene. Funny stuff. Sorry. Bye.